Hello and welcome to another update video about gold. So gold has, after my video yesterday, followed the forecast really well. So it's been rejected where we thought it would be, or at least where there was a high likelihood that we would get a rejection, which was the blue target zone, which I can now remove from the chart. But I explained it all in detail yesterday. I don't need to do that again in the interest of saving some time. But the idea was, just briefly, that this here was an ABC structure, and therefore we were watching for the 100% extension to provide the first resistance and possibly a rejection after an ABC, which would complete either yellow wave B for one more low or the white wave A, and that we would start a B wave pullback. In both cases, there was a quite high chance for rejection, and the first confirmation was the trend line break that I shared with you also yesterday. So we can remove both trend line and Fibonacci extension area. No need to keep those, don't need them anymore. And then I said to you, the pullback, the structure of the pullback will most likely give us some clues whether this is now, let's say, in the yellow count here, really a C wave, which could send us to new lows, and I will define a target area for that now. Or if it's the B wave pullback for one more high. I did tell you that I'm slightly leaning towards the white count actually. But in case it's yellow, because both are plausible scenarios, we have to prepare for both, right? It's not like, it has to be this or that. If the price breaks below 2,580, then 2,470 is likely next. That's the same game that we were, that we were watching on the way up, where we said, okay, 100% extension to the downside as well, right? So if it's an A, B, C, then the C wave down would likely take the price to 2,470, 100% extension. Yeah, and that's obviously a key level down there, the 100% extension, but it takes a break below 2,580 to confirm that. So, and it's only the first level. So if it's the yellow count, actually I would be looking for a 5-wave move down. Now this is clearly 3 waves, yeah. So at the moment I would call that an ABC pullback. A, B, C continues to allow me to favor the bullish outcome, which means that once we find support here in this support zone, ideally the bulls will start the next move up in wave C, which should be a 5-wave move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For those who are looking for the first confirmation, you could wait for a first 1-2 setup, which means the first micro 5-wave move up. Sometimes it's more clear, sometimes less clear, but pretty much a wave 1 to the upside and then a wave 2 to the downside. Yeah, 1-2 setup, 5-wave move up, 3-wave move down, just a higher low, and then we have at least the first indication it's reversing, and then we get a third wave, a fourth, and a fifth. So that would be the theory, but we haven't seen that at this stage. There are 2 more levels where the price could attempt a reversal to the upside, and that's 2,610 and 2,580. I mean, this is pretty much where the bulls should turn up. If this really is an ABC structure to the downside, also here, what are the Fibonacci extensions? What is the target? And we're actually in that target zone as well, in the blue Fibonacci zone. Again, this is where we are looking for an upside reversal. Again, any sustained break below 2,580 would make that less likely, not impossible, because invalidation is really only a break below that 14th of November low at 2,540, but this will already shift probabilities towards the yellow count. So at the moment, the idea was up there. We start probably a local downtrend. Well, we did that. So in this case, both yellow and white counts were aligned. And now this is the next decision phase where they need to, yellow would carry on to the downside and white would now show a reversal. In addition to that, any break above that last swing high at 2,690 should suggest that the C wave up has started. And if it's starting here, we should probably expect it to go to 2,772, 2,800 area. But for now, the local trend is still down, but this is the area where the price could attempt to form a low. That's the update about gold. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500, as well as regular updates about stocks, feel free to check out these stocks and S&P 500 service. You can find a link in the description. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.